Welcome to the RADelaide Summit podcast. We make you question your own performance because you are probably doing a shit job anyway. We're your summiters, Alex.
Hey.
Josh.
Hello.
And I am Frankie. Each week we watch you do your efforts up Norton Summit and then we discuss them here on the podcast. We will probably shame you, but we will not name you. Hello.
Hello.
Everybody.
Episode 6, we're back.
Episode
I know,
6.
right?
Yes. Right, before we get started,
Oh, straight in
Josh and I, we got to explore the inner workings of your brain, Frankie.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
So we got together and we decided let's do a podcast.
Yep.
And all professional podcastians talking to these fancy little things on the table called microphones. Where the fuck was yours today?
I just sat on it. Like it just got lost into the abyss.
She rocked up without a microphone today.
I'm here,
folks.
guys. I'm ready.
Where's my microphone?
I'm just unreliable, really.
Yes, we know.
But I can easily Mentos,
there is a job opening coming, people. So, anyway, welcome to another episode of RADelaide Summit podcast. Thank you all for listening in once again. We thought we'd just let you know we're gaining some traction with some international listeners from a bunch of different countries across the globe.
Oh, really?
Yes, well, we thought so. But Frankie's Tinder account reaches extremely far and wide. Such places as the US, New Zealand, Japan, Colombia, Spain. Frankie's learning Spanish.
What
Coincidence?
can I say? I get around.
I think not. Switzerland, Oman, Italy, and Russia. Watch out for those guys. But no, thank you all for listening.
Wait, so we're getting people all in those
From
places?
all of those
Where
places?
is Oman?
Next to O Woman. As we normally do, let's fill in the listeners on our weeks and what we have been doing on or around the summit this week. Josh.
Look, I have had an excellent week, guys. Look, first of all, shout out to my daughter, Willow, who's turned 5
happy
this
birthday,
week.
Willow.
Happy birthday.
Then look, also shout out to my doggo, Winston,
Yeah,
who
buddy.
turned 1 today.
Yay.
And look, then shout out to my son, Joe, and to Amy, so they're not left out.
Yay, you're just doing the family rounds.
It's a family affair here on the podcast. Look, my week wasn't just good because of those things. I also had an FTP increase this week.
Massive FTP.
It went up
increase.
7%,
That's
which
a
is
lot of
about
percent.
18 watts.
Excellent.
So
Congratulations,
Wow.
buddy.
it was really good. I was a little bit fearful of my next training sessions because the watts went up. But look, I nailed them all and at the higher watts too. So it feels good to be back, baby.
He's back.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is
I'm
back.
back. But look, that's enough about me. Alex, how have you been this week?
Well, I had my second PT session last Wednesday, and both myself and the trainer have decided that my core is pretty much made up of airplane jelly.
Oh, mine too.
It's just, there's no shit holding any
Wait, let me
shit
touch
together.
Oh, yeah, my finger got stuck.
So I've got a bit of work to do there, but feeling good about moving forward with that. Still felt pretty shitty by Friday-ish, re the man flu, but came good for the tog.
It's a long recovery.
Yeah, you
from
did.
the
Yeah,
man
it took
flu.
two whole weeks of just shitfulness. Rode last week up Norton with Marita Carey and Frankie and a bunch of summiters.
Good evening, that one was.
Frankie will go more in depth with that later, and we'll also explain about the tog a little bit later on, but we got through that all over the weekend.
Yay.
Frankie.
Me? Well, guys, I raced on Tuesday.
You did.
How'd you go?
Well, I wouldn't actually call it a race because I ended up being at the front by default. That was not by choice.
That's
And
your
I was
first
like-
arrow?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and, I was like, okay, that's all right. I'll take one for the team. Like, no
Which
worries.
team?
I don't know.
Whose team were you on?
The group.
Yeah.
Anyway, like 5-10 minutes pass and I'm still at the bloody front. And I'm like, these bitches are giving me stitches here. Why is no one overtaking me? And so I was like, fuck it. We're racing at 22 kilometers per hour. Enjoy.
Racing at 22 k's an hour.
AC grades.
I'm here for a good time, not a fast time.
Aren't we all?
And then after that,
Yeah, well, I got to the sprint and I was a bit amped, so I just went full gas and I ended up coming third, I think. But
I was
That's
watching.
awesome.
yeah.
No, I was watching the sprint.
Yeah.
Frankie sprinted all the way till about 10 meters from the line, then sat up. Someone rode straight past her.
And I was like, that's it.
For the
I'm
preem.
done. Yeah, and so I just got dropped again. I love paying $25 to get dropped.
Yes,
That's
it's
good.
a learning curve. You
Yeah.
will catch on. You'll catch on.
Yeah. But anyway, so on Wednesday, we
Yes.
ended up making that public call for anyone to come out and join me on my quest to try and beat my BB.
How good was Wednesday?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I love that we had a bunch of people who showed up, and I was super grateful for all of them. We even got Colossal Wang who showed up as well.
He
It
did.
was good.
Yeah, was pretty fun. I managed to match my current PB
Yay.
of 9:55, and considering the COVID and stuff like that, like
You
I'm
did
quite happy.
amazingly, and
Thank you.
I think the top half of the summit was was epic. Like you really dug deep because you were like 40 seconds behind when we made the last turn.
Yeah.
And what was more impressive, because there was people around you and you're trying to keep the sex noises in.
I was trying
It was
so
like,
hard.
and then quiet again, and then a little bit further.
You
up
could
again.
hear them from McGill Road.
Yeah, literally, I was trying so hard to hide my suffering, but then I got to that, I think it was the second switchback, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm dying. Let's give these boys a show. And so I just let it leash. I was like dry reaching. I was moaning, full birth stimulation level shit. And to top it off, right, when we got to the top, I had this bloke, I'm going to call him Yeats McDaddy. He came along with us on his full bike packing gear, which probably added like an additional, I don't know, like 25
his
kilograms.
bike weighed 23 kilos when it was fully packed.
Yeah.
With him on it, it was over 100
Yeah.
kilos, and
Yeah.
he out-sprinted you for
Literally, like right at the end, he just overtook me like it wasn't even an issue, and he just left me to die because he was having a good time. No pain, no suffering. And I was like, are you serious?
That's really good for the self-esteem, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I know, right? And then I'm like, end up on the floor at the top, no zone blue. It was all
the top. It was zone red.
zone red, blazing. But yeah, I was happy with.
You've done
the
amazing
result.
though, because
Thank
you're the last couple of months, I guess, for you, COVID, knee, off the bike,
Yeah. Death.
stacked on a few pounds apparently.
Well, I mean, considering all these Mentos packets that I'm looking at, yes.
So you've done very well.
Thank
Done
you.
very well.
Yeah, super effort. He dropped me, so
Yes.
Dropped the
Thank
big
you.
Josh.
But yeah, Alex, how about we go into the Rico Day?
Yes, the Rico Day.
competition time.
Competition time.
Hell
So
yeah.
as we mentioned last week, we are being sponsored by Rico Day for a $100 giveaway. And this is how you're going to win that prize. During the month of March, so not now, 1st of March through to the 26th of March, we are wanting you to smash out a PB on Norton Summit. It can be 1 second, it can be 10 minutes. Follow us on the socials, Insta and Facebook, and post a picture of your PB tagging RADelaide Summit Podcast and Rico Day, and that will get you an entry into the draw. Prizes will be drawn live and randomly on the show on March 27th, so you'll probably see that by the 28th. And remember, we will be checking your PBs, so make sure your Strava is not on private, and don't forget to follow us on the socials.
Yeah, no scams, man.
No
if I see any
scams.
e-bikes, I'm going to come after you and I will personally punch you in the face.
Yeah, no. So you got to follow us on socials, and then if you can also follow one of us on Strava, so we
Amazing.
can just check your data, make sure it's
Yeah.
all legitimate as well. That'd be fantastic. But we need to see your entry for you to be entered into the draw.
Yep.
Otherwise, I will just take the $100 voucher myself.
Alex loves Rico Day, so
Anyway,
Yes.
you know what time it is, Frankie. It's quiz time.
Oh, again.
It is quiz time. It is quiz time.
Oh.
Taking us through the questions today is...
me. Let me
Oh, really?
Yes. Let me get the
Can't
questions
wait
up.
to die. All right.
Frankie, it's quiz time. Are you ready for quiz time?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Today on quiz time,
Oh, God.
3 questions.
Oh.
First question. Seeing as we were talking about FTP earlier on, my FTP.
Yes.
What does FTP stand for?
Functional threshold power.
Hey.
Far out.
Thank you.
You've been listening.
What do you mean? I know things sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know what? Kudos to you. I didn't think you were going to get that.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the hard one.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
We'll, look,
Hit me.
we'll start off progressively easy and we'll work
We'll
our
just
way
work
up.
our way
harder.
up.
Okay.
All right.
Second question. On your new bike, you have DiHard2 gears.
Yes.
How many buttons does your new bike have?
What do you mean by buttons?
To change the gears.
Oh. I'm going to say this is a educational guess. 4.
Incorrect.
2.
Incorrect.
3.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
No buttons because
It's got AI.
it just reads my mind.
I believe you have 6 buttons.
Dude, how many buttons do I need to press? I already press enough people's buttons. I don't need more.
We know. So there's up and down for the big
Yeah.
chainring.
Yeah.
There's up and down for the cassette.
Yeah.
And there's some secret buttons on the top of the hoods.
What, do they eject me?
They do.
They will. They will.
Ejectocito cars.
You can actually program them to do
all
whatever
sorts
you
of
like.
things.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
So you can make them change the computer pages on your screen. You can make them start lap times.
Can I make them go faster? So
No,
like
it's
it
not like
moves my
a
bike for me?
rocket
That's a
powered
special
thing.
kind of mechanic. Anyway, last question.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay.
So you're going to have to hear me out on this one.
Back on the new bike again.
So back onto the new bike.
Back on Chris Martin.
Does your bike have A, Shimano cable disc brakes, B, Shimano DiHard2 brake-by-wire disc brakes, or C, Shimano hydraulic disc brakes?
I feel like this is a trick question and they're none of them, but for the sake of having to answer something, I'm going to say No, that's water. No, all right, hydraulic. Hydraulic disc.
It's water.
Isn't hydraulics
So you're locking in C?
Are you locking
Actually,
in?
no, it's none of them. You're full of shit.
No, there is right
There is,
answer in there.
okay, hydraulics.
That's just a guess. You
No,
don't
it
actually
wasn't.
know.
Was that was legit?
C is the correct
C
answer.
is the correct answer.
Hydraulic disc
Dude, this
brakes.
is how I've literally gotten through life. I just fake it.
Your brakes are not filled with water. They're filled with quite
mineral
a different,
oil.
different substance.
What, air?
Mineral oil.
Mineral oil.
Yeah. Shimano mineral oil.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So don't restock them with olive oil when they get a bit spongy.
I saw someone do baby oil recently. Ran it for a month. Yep.
And
That's
it
what the
works.
wogs would
worked.
do.
Wow, there you go.
They'd be like, yeah, just to put the olive oil in it, no worries.
And that's quiz time for this week.
Alrighty.
So let's jump into it. The main reason why we exist. Let's see who's been spinning up the summit this week and check out the times for the folks who've been going up there and giving us a show. It might be someone who's been fast. It might be those who have a bit of slower times. It doesn't matter. It may be, it's just everyone. And like we said, we'll dive into your rides, check out the data, and have a bit of a discussion about it and see who's been up and about on the summit this week. Alex.
Alrighty, starting with the top male and female for the week, so all out fastest time, coming in slightly lopsided with a 13:56.
That's quick.
With a 107 kilometre ride. No other data aside from the fact that he was flying.
23.6k average.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so fast.
Amazing. And top female for the week, computer says no.
Da-dum.
And that is 16:22, which is also a PB. So
Oh, awesome.
congratulations,
Well done.
computer says no.
That,
But a very low heart rate.
yeah, a bit suspect
Very
on the
suspect.
HR data there. So.
But part of a 112k ride, so kudos to you.
Unless we're actually just shitting on everyone and everyone just has low heart rate over the last couple
We're
of
just
weeks.
all like
Yeah, we're
having
just-
cardiac arrest every time we go up there. Anyway, moving on. We have picked men from the 15-minute bracket this week. And coming in number one. Alrighty, as part of a 125-kilometre ride, top male in the 15-minute bracket this week, Wattage Bazooka.
Boom.
With a 15:09. No other data, just a 21.7 kilometre hour average.
I reckon that was just an easier ride for the Wattage Bazooka this time around.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, the PB
Oh,
of 12:52. Just laying out a
Wow.
cruisy 15 minute
Yeah, just cruising. Yeah.
time up the summit. Yeah.
Second place, Rotund Wiener Lord. You're just like scraping the bottom of the
I
barrel now.
am
aren't
no,
you?
actually. So I'm running out of names, and I was asking
think-
Mum to help me.
Oh my god.
And so she was in the kitchen,
just coming from your
just
mum.
pulling
yeah,
shit out of the
this
cupboard.
is no Rotund Wiener Lord is not from my mum, but my I was asking her to give me some ideas, and she was like looking around, and then she was saying things like,
I love
how
sync.
about crushed garlic or olive oil sensation? And she was looking at things in the kitchen, and I was like, come on, Mum, lift your game.
Anyway, Rotund Wiener Lord, 68 kilometre ride, 15:13, but with a PB of 13:07.
Nice.
Give us some data, guys. There's
Yeah, no
heart rate,
BPM, no power,
Nice.
nothing. What is
Secret,
this?
No data
Yeah,
training.
that's it. All right, coming in third, Ryan Seacrest
The Ryan Seacrest.
with a 15:14 as part of a 71k ride with an average power of 333 watts.
Some good
Big
watts
double.
there.
Yeah.
Well, only 8% off their PB as well. I mean,
That's
it's a
pretty close.
minute.
It's a minute, so
But-
that's a that hurts me right now.
It just
thinking
feels so
about
close when you think
Yeah.
8%.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, how's this one? 126k day, a 15:17 for Togbod
Hey.
Nice.
with 317 watt average and 173 beats a minute. So working, but a little bit off of their PB of 14:03. Coming in fifth and final place for the 15-minute bracket, 60k ride, one night in Shimano.
Sounds delightful.
I don't think anyone's getting any nights in Shimano at the moment because there is nothing anywhere.
No Shimano for you.
15:26 with a 13:45 PB no other data. You guys have sold all your shit and you're not helping us.
I know, right? Everyone's just obviously
Maybe everyone's stuff is just broken and they can't find parts to replace it. So
well, that's why they need to win the $100 gift voucher.
But kudos to you guys. Alrighty, taking us through the women's time today will be Josh.
All right, now for the women this week, a return rider to the top of the pack is the Ginger Ninja.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
Ginger Ninja went up.
She's targeted again.
I think so. Yeah, I think this must be some specific training, but up there with a 20-minute, 21-second time. Previously, have gone up there in a 20:06.
So it's like 1%.
It's within a 1%. Yeah.
On PB door.
Well, Ginger Ninja, if you listen to the podcast, you would have heard that we have a competition coming up.
Yeah.
Save your PB for the upcoming week.
Yes.
And you'll get your entry into the draw for the $100 RADelaide voucher. Next up, Frankie, I'm going to need some help on this one.
Okay.
What is going on here?
So do you want to spell it out for people?
MONSIEUR.
Monsieur.
No, Monsieur.
Oh,
How is that monsieur?
Monsieur.
Isn't it Monsieur?
No.
Anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Monsieur Puppy with the 2023.
It's called a dog. But look at these girls' rides for the whole week. Like massive Ks.
Big Ks, yeah, big Ks. So obviously on the big training rides, getting in some endurance Ks there. With, good power output there as well with 195 average watts for the effort.
Nice.
And 16K an hour average. So
Good work.
and I suspect at the end of their ride as well, it's a top effort.
Yeah,
so
I like
Good
it.
work, Monsieur Puppy.
And I think the next rider and the next rider, and maybe they're all in the same bunch for this one.
think so.
Quite possible.
Yeah.
But next up, we have the real Australian-owned drug lord
Back
back
again.
for another week with the 2023 as well on a massive
Huge ride.
154K ride.
That's just unnecessary.
It's not. Do you know the things you can do at the end of that ride? Lay face down in the hallway when you get home for 2 hours.
And then consume all the carbs
All
inside.
the carbs.
Massive 154K ride. Again, towards the end of the ride as well. Top shelf effort. Next up is Limp Noodle, back again for another week with a 2025.
What are you doing with your hands? Are you trying to simulate a limp noodle?
Was it not?
It was.
No, I thought you were just spasming out. I was like, we need to call Alex an ambulance.
Look, and it looks like Limp Noodle has done a PB this week, or
Oh,
their first time up there.
congratulations.
The 2025, so that's awesome. Average power of 204 watts.
That's almost faster than Frankie.
Wow.
That is epic. And last but not least for the women this week, Frog Bagnet
Ding 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 ding.
with a cracker time of 20 minutes and 37 seconds.
Big
PB, big power of 219 watts. PB though in the 57 range though.
Nice.
So maybe again in the training, getting the Ks in the legs, 125K ride for that one. Nice easy heart rate of 154 beats. So
Hell
Nice
yeah.
work, ladies.
nice smooth sailing there for the ladies. Frankie, you've had a look,
I have.
chosen some ones out for the rest of them.
These are my hand picks. So we're going to start off with Continental Pizza Scroll. So this person's
back
come
again.
up before. And I know for a fact that they're on a comeback because if you have a look at their time here, so they did an 18:49 and their heart rate was at 185. Last
it.
week they did, I think, a 1950
Yep.
and their heart rate was at the same beats per minute. So they're improving and I think they're going to try and keep getting better. So
Yeah.
I'm keen to watch to see what they do over the next couple of weeks.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Good.
And next we have,
What on earth is
I can't even
this?
pronounce this.
I really like this name because I think it encapsulates this person's personality. The Giles Hamburgian cross-dresser. So this person did a 1930 and I got live updates while this person was going up. They had a monstrosity of a headwind and they
You
were
need that
doing...
for a 19 and 292 watts.
Well, he had a really high heart rate and 292 watts power meter.
Big boy.
Yeah, and he was targeting that just for the podcast. So I thought,
I think I know who this is then.
yeah,
Excellent.
you do. Next up, we have Needs Psychology. First thing I'm going to say,
Don't we all?
I do. Heart rate, 191 beats per minute.
That is like
That
my
is-
heart is in my mouth when I'm
That is
beating that
hectic.
fast.
You can almost taste it. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a metal.
Yeah, like metallic stuff coming out of you. So they did a. Where am I looking?
2029.
Yeah, 2029.
40K loop.
Yep, 40K loop, and that PB is for this person is 17:57. So maybe they're also on a comeback. But yeah, next up we have Yeats McDaddy. So as we mentioned earlier, this
Yeats
person,
the guy that outsprinted you.
yeah, the guy that outsprinted me, who came along with all their bags just to
Packing
show
bags.
off. And they've only been up Norton Summit 3 times in their entire life. So they set a PB for this one, 1946. But I think they had a lot more back in the tank. So I employ Yeats McGee to go up there and absolutely
Yeats
send
McDaddy.
it. Oh,
Yeats
yeah,
McDaddy.
sorry.
You gave him the name.
I did. I'm trash. Yeats McDaddy.
Yeats McGee.
I'm sorry. It's Yeats McDaddy. Okay. Yeah.
Yeats McDaddy's actually going on a bit of a worldwide adventure as well. So imagine when they come back
Yeah.
and hit the summit again
Absolutely tanked.
with no bags on the bike.
I know.
They're just going to fly up there.
Literally. Well, it's 4 months over in Portugal. So, and he's just going to be cycling the whole time.
Unlucky for Yeats McDaddy, who will miss out on the $100 record day competition.
Yeah,
But,
Yep.
too bad.
He deserves to miss out.
I'm
anyway.
looking forward to seeing Yeats McDaddy coming back on and
Yep.
seeing their PB up the summit.
Same.
with
So
no
am I.
bags.
And then next up, we have. I'm second guessing this one. Maybe I shouldn't have called this person this, but anyway, I'm sure they'll forgive me. The seed spreader. So this person also joined us on our little adventure up Norton Summit on Wednesday, but I think they thought that it wasn't fast enough. And so they went and did it again straight after and did a 15-minute 34.
That is certainly spreading some water.
That is spreading all the
good.
seeds, the
good
watts,
training.
The
all
watt
the things.
seeds.
Yeah. And yeah, this person has a PB of 13:07, so obviously that makes sense. But yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that I think the women took out the distance.
Yep, I
Kudos
agree.
this week.
They
They did
smashed
some
it.
big rides.
Good work,
Yeah.
guys.
The women are killing it at the moment. All right, Alex, you raced TOG this
I-
weekend.
Raced the TOG.
Yeah, your
Take
nose
us
is
through
burnt.
it. How
Alrighty.
was it? What happens?
So coming back from the man flu, the team time trial, that showed my lungs who was boss. So
Wait, should we take everyone through what TOG is first?
okay.
So we've kind of
It
loosely
says
explained it
swimming,
before, but
swimming trunks.
yeah, budgie
No,
slide.
okay, no, sorry, the race. Tour of Gour, everyone.
Da-da-da-da.
I know it well.
4 stages out south near Victor, Waipinga, Malang,
Goa?
Gour. Stage 1 is a team time trial of 15 kilometres.
Just an out and back, isn't it?
Out and
Yep.
back, yep.
It's,
A couple of little lumps in the road.
Yeah.
Can be a little bit windy.
And the road's pretty average.
It's
a bit chip
shite.
sealish.
It's like not as bad as the start of Norton Summit, but it's
yeah,
a bit chippy.
Yeah.
Stage 2 was an 85-kilometre road race.
It's a big loop out from Malang Finnis out to Clayton Bay, back into Malang,
Yep.
and then you do it again.
Only 100 metres of elevation in
Pancake
the whole
flat,
thing,
pretty
yeah,
much.
but it is fast, it is gnarly.
And it's exposed. So
Yes.
you're just element central coming
Yeah.
at you.
Alex likes being exposed.
Yes, it happens very often.
Stage 3 was new this year.
Stage 2 was new. It was 86-kilometre road race. It was 3 laps of the Waipinga course.
Waipinga Road and I think Inman Valley or
Range
something like
Road
that. Yeah,
and
Range
something like
Road.
that,
Yeah.
I didn't see much more than my head stem during this, but it was about 300 metres of climbing per lap,
Oof.
330 or something or other. And it was fast. It was uber fun. Like
Yeah,
you go up
punchy.
and
Yeah.
fast downhill. So,
Oh, awesome.
and then the tour finishes off with a 4K hill climb of Crow's Nest.
Hill of Truth.
Hill of Truth.
That is savage, isn't it?
It is savage. So, so our team, we raced team time trial, 3rd overall. Had
Awesome.
to call the guys through a couple of times because my lungs were literally on
Yeah.
fire still.
And weather was all right. Like it was a bit
Weather
warm
was-
on Saturday.
I am quite toasted, yes.
You are? Sun-kissed?
We made the dumb idea of riding from our accommodation to the
Oh.
start, 22 Ks, raced the time trial, rode back to the accommodation.
Oh, you
So here
guys.
we've got 50, 60 Ks in the legs. Then we had an 85K road race.
Oh my god.
So for those that don't know, TOG is set up at the Finnis General Store.
Yes.
And the stage 1 and 2 start from the Finnis General Store. You don't need to leave there, and
No.
you can drive. There's ample parking.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot of parking. It was a silly idea. My team, the 3 guys, they all got through 40 kilometres. My legs both seized up with cramps. I was a
Sad.
ghost on the side of the road, hating life.
I got your message, and I was devastated.
Yeah. So
It was
I
just
managed to
brutal.
get one leg freed up and then pedalled with one leg for 4Ks back to the finish.
Oh my God.
It was terrible. Come and shares. I was like, just leave me alone, please. Just leave me alone. I'm mad enough as it is.
Recovered well that night.
Recovered well. Drank lots of hops-based sports drinks and ate a lot. And then,
And then Sunday, bit cooler. Not
cooler.
as hot.
Came good.
Awesome.
Good. We rode very well. Quite a few digs towards the last 10Ks. All 4 of us up in the front of the bunch coming into the finish. Went on my flyer of attack. Hit some form of pothole or something or other. Chain severed DiHard2 cable. No more gears.
What are the chances?
So riding
That's brutal.
big dog, bottom of the cassette, trying to get over these little punches. Survived somewhere in, I think, 15th. I ended up rolling across the line, but it was an epic day. It was amazing.
You can't pick that at all. Your DiHard2 cable getting chomped on.
Dude, it was just unreal. And then obviously I had to try and like bush mechanic the cable so that I could get just my granny gear for the crow's nest. So I was doing like 130 cadence trying to get up the star. So it must have looked quite comical. But no, all finished. Happy days. Can't
Tog in
wait
the
for
bag.
next year.
First tog in the bag.
Yep.
Nice.
Successful. And there's just so many stories that come from the tog. Everyone's
Yeah.
got something has happened at some stage along the way that's just made you laugh, cry, or otherwise. It is definitely one of my favourite races on the calendar. And I was just deeply saddened being at home watching everyone's live feeds.
Yeah,
and
amazing
scrolling
how they
through.
do
I
that.
missed it. I very much missed it. So,
But following on from that, some of the stuff that we've got coming up in the next week,
yeah.
Cross Keys BMX State Series, it's the Hut 6. That is on the Sunday. We have at Vic Park this Saturday, Crit State Champs by
Brilliant.
Oz Cycling. You've got a number, I think, noon Tuesday. We also have the standard NCC Crits Tuesday night. And, again, juniors and women's Thursday night. Get out there, get amongst it, non-judgmental, have a go. Get away from all the men.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's what's coming up. Who wrote this?
I don't know who wrote this.
Ducks, geese, cups, sauces, and colanders.
Jesus Christ. We're really scraping the bottle of barrel here.
Algorithm, didn't she?
No, then it would have like all-purpose seasoning and parmesan. If you've enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow? We are currently on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts. Alternatively, all our episodes are now available on YouTube as well. Tell your friends and share it all around.
Yeah, so we're also all over the socials where we give you updates, info, and let you know when new episodes are out, along with other podcast news and information. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But yeah, please like, subscribe, and share with all your friends.
Don't forget the bell.
Yeah, don't forget the bell. Or the microphone.
Look, we would also love your feedback. We love having a chat with you. Don't we, Frankie?
Yeah, I know. I actually am really enjoying fighting both of you on other people's chats through our Instagram page because we look psychotic just talking to ourselves.
It's so random, aren't we? Look, we love to know your thoughts, so please hit us up, have a chat. Look, on our Facebook chat, Instagram, however you want to do it. Email. Frankie wants a pen pal still. She's still searching for one.
Someone send me some like smoke signals or something.
Look, and with that, just remember, it never gets easier. You just get faster.
Or slower.
Or in my case, slower. And we hope to catch you out on the summit this week.
You! See ya!
Bye.